Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Cutthroat Research, bringing you another quick little gameplay video. I sped this one up just because it doesn't really demonstrate too much. I just wanted to show some gameplay. If you watched the Chainbound video that we posted, I believe the date was 6/21 for the Chainbound. If you look at that video, this is the same opponent I played in round 2, but we wanted to play a game without chains just to do some testing. He wanted to test the deck for Store Champs, which is coming up for us. So here we are playing a game with no chains. I do a suboptimal opening just by opening a Smiling Ruth because I like the rest of my hand and it was an off card. But he also has a pretty suboptimal opening with that double urchin kind of wasting their play effect. We did both mulligan, I believe. Maybe I didn't because I did like the rest of my hand, but I know he did. So he starts by going for that amber game, emptying his hand, trying to draw more cards. And I'm on the same boat, just a little bit slower. But I do have a Mimicry here to copy his Nerve Blast, shift some tempo. So now we're even amber, even board. Right now it's a pretty even game. So the deck list was at the beginning of the video if you guys want to pause and look at those. I do really like the deck he's using. I think it's pretty strong. I am using Beast Pact, my workhorse, my A to B deck, which is probably what I'm going to be playing at the Store Championships. I'm kind of arguing with myself whether I should play it or not because, again, I don't think it's an inherently powerful deck in terms of individual card power, but I know it so well, and I do think it is a good deck overall, just not in the same ways that some decks can explode. So here I get him down to exactly 6. I play the Sting. Playing the Sting while your opponent has a Nexus on the board when it's your only artifact is a pretty strong move because Nexus is not an optional effect. And here, that's what I'm explaining to him right there when I moved it towards the graveyard. Like, hey, if you reap, you get rid of the Sting for me. Is that really something you want to do? It's neat. It's a little head game you can play with your opponent. I love the Sting. You guys should know that by now if you watch any of these gameplay videos. And here, I think, is a place I play it right, which is good. So now I'm at a huge amber advantage. He doesn't have any mass steal. It's all like steal one-off. So I feel comfortable amassing a large amount of amber against a deck like this. I don't feel like I'm in a huge amount of trouble like you would be against decks with, too much to protect or doorstep to heaven. Even a couple effervescent principles could really shut you down. You gotta always pay attention, especially in decks with the Sting or any card that would let you amass, like Heart of the Forest, cards that let you amass a huge amount of amber. You gotta be careful that your opponent can't take advantage of you having that much amber. So, yeah, we're just playing. He's at 1 key, 1 amber. I'm at no keys, but I believe I have 13 amber here. Looks like just about 13. He Hysteria's here, hoping to hit a big play with, I believe it's a fair game he's about to shut down, which is a pretty neat combo that I didn't really think of as a combo until he did this to me. Hysteria, and then they have this huge hand and a fair game. He just gained 4 amber off the card, and I just gained the 1. Even better would be if he was able to replay a ton of his cards. Like he says here, he should have replayed his discards before he played a fair game. So he drops Succubus. His deck actually has a lot of disruption. Has a lot of ways to kind of make me slow down my deck, which is kind of hard for Beast Pack in general, because I think its strength is how quickly it can go through the deck, how it can dump cards so that you could draw cards pretty well. I think that's why it plays pretty decently, even heavily chained. But here I had a turn to dump the Sting, so now I'm free. And he's, trying to build a board, trying to build up some amber. So I pay 9 for my first key because of Lash of Broken Dreams. I actually think I pay 9 for every key this game because of Lash. I don't remember. So I purge his Succubus. Here's another little cool thing in this deck, a Speed Sigil. I have a lot of really neat Speed Sigil plays that I really like. I like Speed Sigiling into Smiling Ruth on a turn that I make a key. Like, you can play those both at the same time, so your opponent might not see it coming. Having Rocket Boots and Logos Creatures, you get 2 Amber immediately with Speed Sigil. Or even, I know I said in a previous video, being able to, if you have Time Traveler and Help from Future Self, usually it's not great to have both in your hand because you can't immediately take advantage of one, so it feels kind of like a chain. But you play Time Traveler, draw 2, put him back in the deck with his action, and Speed Sigil can just be such a great card as long as your opponent can't take more advantage of it than you can, or at least can't do it in a timely manner. So here, he plays out his turn. This isn't like a BM or anything for people who might think it is. He thinks the Nexus in his hand right now is an Urchin, so he's playing out his turn with the intent to pull me down to 5. He said all he could have done other than that would be play Disc to stall me for a turn and see what he drew, but he didn't have great options, he said. So he's not like playing out the turn just to BM. This is where he's like, oh man, that's not an Urchin. And so he extends the handshake. So this is a quick gameplay video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, got something from it. I thought I'd put it up because it's pretty quick and easy, and I'm trying to, doing these actually kind of helps me look back at my game, what mistakes I may have made, what I can do to improve my game, and I hope you guys get some value out of it like I do. Until next time, I'm going to try and have, I don't know if I'm going to post the Chainbound from this last week because it was 4 rounds and everything was pretty long, so maybe if I speed it up and talk over it, or maybe I might split it into a few different videos. I played a kind of fun deck. It had a 2 Might Makes Right, and it was kind of a mid-tier power level deck. I just wanted to try something different, and yeah. So like, comment, subscribe, leave any suggestions in the comments. We will be here on Saturday giving you a little podcast, me and Ryan, before our store championship event at our locals. And if you guys want to know how we did, just let us know, and we'll be, I'm sure you'll hear about it the week after. You guys have a great day. Thanks for listening. See ya.